Hello CS50, my name is Jiro. I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia, and in this video I'll be demonstrating my project to commerce for CS50 Web. As for the first point, models, I have indeed applied at least 3 models in addition to the abstract user model, which is one for auction listings, one for the bids, one for comments made on each listing, and another additional one that I made, a watch list for every user in the form of a 1-to-1 field. Moving on to the second point, create listing. So to try on this feature, we would have to be signed in. So in this create listing feature, users should be able to specify a title for the listing, a text-based description, what the starting bid should be, provide an image URL, and of course to include categories. So I've actually prepared a dummy item to test out this feature. So I'm going to press create listing and you'll be automatically redirected to its individual listing page. Moving on to the third point, active listings page, which is basically the default root of this web application, and it will let users view all the currently active auction listings. And for each active listing, I've also at minimum shown the title of the listing, the description, the current price or the starting price if there are no bids, and a photo if one exists. Moving on to the fourth point, listing page. So clicking on a listing should take user to a page specific to that listing. So on this page, users should be able to view all the details such as the title, the current bid or price, or starting price, how many bids so far, the description, categories, comments, and everything related to it. If the user is signed in, the user should be able to add the item to their watch list, like so, and remove it, like so. And also, if the user is signed in, the user should be able to bid on the item. Let's try to bid an invalid price, such as 1,000, because you can only bid greater than 1,000 at this point, and there's an error presented. Or if I enter $1, so there's already a client-side validation. So let's actually just try bidding $1,005. So we'll be presented with a success message in green text. If the user is signed in and is the one who created the listing, the user should have the ability to close the auction. So I'm signed in as Garage Sale Master, so I'll be clicking on one of those listed by this user, which is a magic wand. The user should be able to close the auction on this page. Can close this auction, but no one has actually placed a bid yet, so no one won. Let's say if I log in as Jiro and I close an auction with bids on it. You have closed the auction for this listing is the one by Garage Sale Master, and I sign back in as Garage Sale Master. I should be able to view this. You have won the auction for this listing. Moving on, users who are signed in should also be able to add comments to the listing page. So let's actually try to comment on this. Should be able to comment that, and my comment should be displayed on this listing page. Now, if I were not signed in, I would not be able to do any of those. So I would be able to see comments, but I wouldn't be able to comment. I wouldn't be able to place a bid, and I wouldn't be able to add listings to a watch list. Moving on to the fifth point, users who are signed in should be able to visit a watch list page. So I actually have one here with 2 items on my watch list on Jiro, and clicking on any of those listings should take the user to that listings page, like so. And I can, from this watch list page, remove any of these listings too, like so. Moving on to the sixth point, categories. Users should be able to visit a page that displays a list of all listing categories. Say I want to see toys and games. So these are the current active listings that are categorized with toys and games. And lastly, the seventh and final point, the Django admin interface. So via the Django admin interface, the site admin, such as myself here, Jiro, should be able to view, add, edit any models made on the site, like so. So I can alter any models here. So that's all for my project to commerce. Thank you for watching.